What if the heart of Heartland was pushed to its breaking point? What if the ranch, the family, and everything they've fought to protect for nearly 2 decades suddenly faced a challenge that could change everything? That is exactly the storm gathering as we head into Season 19, and fans everywhere are holding their breath to see how it all unfolds. At the center of this season lies a bombshell. Bartlett Foods, once a steady and vital buyer, is pulling out of their meat supply deal. This single decision doesn't just cut into profits. It shakes the very foundation of Heartland itself. Without Bartlett Foods, the family is staring down an uncertain future. Can they find a new path forward? Or will the legacy of the ranch be lost to time and circumstance? This is no small subplot. It's the kind of storyline that demands attention, because for all its warmth and family-centered storytelling, Heartland has never ignored the very real struggles of running a ranch in today's world. The emotional heartbeats of Amy, Jack, Lou, and Tim have always been tied to the land. Now, with the ranch itself under threat, those connections will be tested like never before. Imagine Jack Bartlett, the family's anchor, looking out over those fields with the fear that his grandchildren might not inherit them. Imagine Lou struggling with the weight of financial decisions that could alter the direction of the ranch forever. Imagine Amy, already carrying so much, trying to decide whether to modernize, diversify, or cling to the traditions that made Heartland what it is. Each choice could split the family or bring them closer. Which way will it go? And speaking of Amy, no conversation about Heartland is complete without focusing on her. Since Ty's heartbreaking death back in Season 14, Amy has been a figure of resilience, raising Lindy while quietly carrying the weight of grief. She has mended fences, healed horses, and slowly pieced herself back together. But Season 19 whispers a new question into the wind. Is Amy ready for love again? Fans have debated this for years, and the writers have let that tension simmer. Now the speculation is louder than ever. Nathan, a familiar face introduced in recent seasons, has stepped into the picture as a possible romantic partner. Yet his presence divides the fandom. Some see hope in his relationship with Amy. Others sense doubt, questioning whether he can truly be trusted with her heart. And the biggest question of all, could Amy actually marry again? Yes, rumors suggest a wedding could take place before the season ends. Think about what that would mean. For Amy, it would be the ultimate step forward, a moment where she finally lays the past to rest and embraces the future. But who will be standing beside her when those vows are spoken? Nathan? Or someone entirely unexpected? The uncertainty is part of the thrill, and it has fans more engaged than ever. But Amy's journey is only one piece of the larger puzzle. The family feels incomplete without Georgie Fleming-Morris. Her absence over recent seasons has left viewers with questions. Where is she? Why has she been missing from such crucial family moments, especially during Lou and Peter's renewed connection in Katie's coming-of-age arc? Season 19 might finally bring her back into the fold, and if it does, it won't be quietly. Whispers of Georgie's return often come hand in hand with the name Quinn. Could we see the two together again? Could an engagement storyline become part of the season's tapestry? Just imagine the emotional weight of Georgie stepping back into Heartland, not as the young girl who grew up there, but as a young woman ready to define her own future. Her presence alone could mend the gaps fans have felt, while also opening brand new storylines that intertwine with Amy, Lou, and Jack. Heartland has always been more than just the struggles of the adults. At its core, it is about passing lessons from one generation to the next. That is why Lindy, Amy, and Ty's daughter, is stepping into a more prominent spotlight in Season 19. She represents innocence, hope, and the unbroken spirit of the Fleming family. But her role is not simply symbolic. Her reactions to the choices Amy makes will shape how fans see the story unfold. Picture Lindy watching her mother open her heart again. Will she accept the idea of another man becoming part of their lives, or will she cling fiercely to her father's memory? This delicate balance will not just be an emotional side note. It could define Amy's journey as a mother. Lindy embodies the voice of the future, and her acceptance, or rejection, could either soften the path ahead or make it infinitely more complicated. But while love and family arcs drive the show, Heartland has never forgotten its willingness to embrace tragedy. Ty's shocking death in season 14 proved that the writers are not afraid of shaking the audience to its core. And as season 19 approaches, speculation has only intensified. Could another devastating twist be waiting just around the corner? One theory suggests that Amy herself could face a life-threatening illness or injury, echoing the tragic fate of her mother, Marion. Imagine the emotional impact of such a storyline. Lindy would suddenly be forced to confront the same kind of loss Amy endured as a child. It would be painful. It would be poetic. And it would tie the generational threads of the show together in heartbreaking symmetry. Another possibility lies with Tim. Chris Potter has openly shared in interviews the difficulty of balancing filming commitments in Alberta with his family life elsewhere. This has sparked whispers that season 19 might be his farewell. If that's true, how would the writers handle such a monumental exit? Would Tim die peacefully, surrounded by those he loves, closing his chapter in a way that reflects the themes of life, loss, and legacy? Or would he walk away from the ranch entirely, giving his family a chance to grow without him? Either way, such a development would shake the family to its very core. Jack's arc ties directly into this potential loss. For years, he has been the patriarch, the keeper of wisdom, and the voice that steadies everyone when storms rage. If Tim's time does come to an end, Jack will bear the emotional burden of holding the family together. Fans know what to expect from him: tough love, raw honesty, and moments of inspiration that remind everyone why Heartland remains a story of resilience. But this time, even Jack may struggle. And that vulnerability could add a depth we have not seen before. While these character arcs fuel speculation, another layer of excitement builds from the behind-the-scenes details. Filming for season 18 officially wrapped on August 28, 2025, in Alberta, Canada. Historically, the pattern has been clear: wrap filming in late summer, and release the new season within 6 to 8 weeks. That tradition has become something of a comfort to longtime fans. As the leaves turn, so too does a new season of Heartland arrive, almost like clockwork. But this year, things ended slightly later than usual, and fans are left wondering. Will season 19 premiere in early October, as it has so many times before, or will the schedule shift toward mid-October? The uncertainty only fuels anticipation. What is almost certain, however, is that when October arrives, fans will once again gather around their screens, ready to welcome back the Fleming-Bartlett family for another unforgettable chapter. No discussion of Heartland is complete without recognizing the heartbeat that keeps it alive: the fans. For nearly 2 decades, viewers have not just watched Heartland. They have lived it. They have cried with Amy, laughed with Jack, debated Lou's choices, and mourned Ty. And as season 19 approaches, the fanbase is more passionate than ever, filling forums, social media groups, and online spaces with theories, hopes, and fears. The conversations are endless. Should Amy move on with Nathan, or should she remain single, holding on to the memory of Ty forever? Should Georgie return and reclaim her place in the family's story? Is Tim destined for a farewell, or will he fight his way through yet another season? And perhaps the most pressing question of all: can the ranch itself survive the financial storm that Bartlett Foods has left behind? These aren't just plot points. They are battles of the heart. Each theory carries emotional weight, because every fan knows that Heartland has never been afraid of the unexpected. Ty's death proved that no character is untouchable. Season 19 might bring weddings, reconciliations, and moments of triumph. But it could just as easily bring heartbreak, loss, and the kind of twists that leave audiences stunned in silence. That unpredictability is what makes Heartland so compelling after all these years. It isn't just about horses, or love, or family dinners around a wooden table. It's about resilience. It's about finding hope in the darkest hours. It's about redefining family, over and over again, no matter what life takes away. And now, with season 19 looming, the stakes feel higher than ever before. The ranch may fall or rise. Amy may love again or face tragedy. Georgie may return or remain a missing piece. Jack may guide his family through another storm, or be forced to confront losses he cannot prevent. Every possibility is on the table. Every storyline holds the potential to redefine what Heartland means to its audience. What makes this season so powerful is that it feels like a turning point. It is no longer just another chapter in a long-running series. It is a crossroads. Renewal or reckoning. Love or loss. Survival or surrender. Fans can feel it. The writers know it. And when October 2025 finally arrives, the world of Heartland will open its gates once again, ready to deliver one of the most dramatic and emotional seasons in its history. So the question becomes, what legacy will Season 19 leave behind? Will it be remembered as the season where Amy found love and Heartland embraced a brighter future? Or will it go down as the season of heartbreak, where losses tore at the fabric of the family and the land itself trembled beneath them? One thing is certain. When that premiere date arrives, millions will be watching. Some will laugh. Some will cry. All will feel at home once more with the Fleming-Bartlett family. And that, above all else, is the magic of Heartland.